All right, so let's switch to another non-COVID topic, kind of a surprise here. Gilead Sciences, ticker there's GILD, and Merck, ticker there's MRK, announced earlier this week that they're teaming up and they're going to develop a two-drug long-acting HIV therapy. These companies were competitors, and so they're joining forces. The combo is going to include one of Gilead's HIV drugs, one of Merck's drugs. What do you think about these two rivals joining forces, and how do you think it might shake up the dynamics in the HIV drug market, Brian?
Yeah, so HIV has really gotten, the drugs there have gotten really as good as they're going to get. We've got a single pill combo that can get you down to undetectable levels. And so then, how do you compete with undetectable levels? You can't get below undetectable. And so the last frontier is really these long-lasting drugs. ViiV, which is a joint venture between GlaxoSmithKline, Pfizer, and a Japanese drug maker called Dovato. No, that's a drug name. There's a Japanese company as well in the three company joint venture. These three companies came together basically to challenge Gilead's dominant position, and now Gilead needs to team up with Roche to fight back. So this deal is really interesting. And I'd kind of like to have been a fly on the wall in the negotiating room, or maybe for 2020, the version is a hacker spying on the Zoom call, because I'm sure they did it all virtually in the negotiation process. But they're going to develop both oral and injectable versions of the combination. Gilead's leading the US, and Merck is leading the rest of the world for the oral. And then it's the exact reverse for the injectable. The Merck will lead the US, and Gilead will lead the rest of the EU and the rest of the world. It's a 60-40 split between Gilead and Merck. They must have just come up with that number, negotiated that number based on how much they thought the value of Gilead's drug was versus Merck's. And then Gilead will get a larger percentage of the split once the sales hit a certain threshold.
So is this bad news for GlaxoSmithKline?
GlaxoSmithKline is they're the largest shareholder of ViiV. So I would definitely say Gilead and Merck together are a bigger competitive threat to ViiV, and therefore GlaxoSmithKline, than either one of the drugs individually.